Hello guys, we want to solve question on binary operation. Let's move to action. He said what the operation this is defined by the relation m operation n equal to what? M minus n all square over m plus n. He said what? On the set of real number, evaluate what? 2 operation 5. So what do we have? Anywhere we see n, we put 5. Anywhere we see m, we put 2. So we would have 3 minus what? 2 minus 5 all square divided by what? 2 plus 5. So that means our n is what? 2. Our n is 5. So if you have that, I would have minus 3 all square over what? 7. So our answer will be 9 over 7. For the second one is what? 7 operate what? 3. Where m is equal to 7 and n equal to what? 3. Put it in the formula there. We are going to have 7 minus what? 3 all square all divided by what? 7 plus what? 3. So in that case, what I would have what? 16 all will divide by what? 10. You know why? Okay, let's say 7 minus 3 is what? 4. 4 square is 16. So what do you have now? This one now, 2 here 8, 2 here 5. The last one is what? 20 operate 20. 20 operate 20. Now it means m is 20 minus n is 20 all square divided by what? 20 plus 20. So our answer becomes what? 0 square over what? 40. Answer is what? 0. So our answer is 9 over 7, 8 over 5 and 0. Let's see, 9 over 7, 8 over 5 and 0. D. Now the second question says what? The operation this on the set of integer is defined by what? S operation y. Solution 2 now. S operation y is equals to what? 3x plus what? 2y minus 1. Now, in this case, then I see what? Where s and y are elements of z. Find the value of s such that s operation 2 is equal to 5. So that means in this case, anywhere we see s, we put x. Anywhere we see y, we put 2. So in that case, what I want to do now is that 3 into times x, then 2 into 5 minus 1 should be equal to what? 5. That's what it means. So I would have 5 equal to what? 3s plus what? 10 minus 1. What do we have? 5 equal to what? 3s plus 9. So what do we make x the subject of formula? Now we bring the what? Minus plus 9 cross equal sign. What do we have? We are going to have it as what? 5 minus 9 equal to 3s. Therefore, we have minus 4. 5 minus 9 is minus 4 equal to 3s. Divided out by 3. Therefore, s is equal to what? Minus 4 over 3. So do we have minus 4 over 3 there? No. We only have so to go none of the above. Now we are in number 3. We want to look at this question now. Continuation of what we have been doing. Now he said what? The operation expressed by this A operation B close bracket operation C equal to what? A operation open bracket B operation C is for all A, B, C an element of X, where operation is a binary operation defined on the set of X. Is best described as dash. Now, how do we describe this operation? When you have what? A operation B operation C equal to what? A operation open bracket B operation C close bracket. Number 1, it's what we call an associative property. It's an associative property. So it's an associative property. Now, they can so in some question they will tell you the property. They will put it like this: the properties expressed by the what? By this. In some question, let me even put it like this so that you can know what what we are saying. So this is what we call an associative property. Now, what is an associative property? It's what? It exists between what? Or among what? Three what? Elements. Three elements. Three operations. It operates what? Exists between three what? Operations. That is, let's say A, B, C. Number two is that what? That means that it must have three what element that what? That must be involved. Now three elements. Let me put three elements. Better element is better. Let me use element for it. Elements. Now it exists among three elements: A, B, C, an element of S. So whenever you are talking about three elements and where one operation is what? A operation, B operation, C is equal to A operation, open bracket, B operation, C. It means an associative property. Then if you use commutative, A operation B should be equal to B operation A. This one is what we call commutative property, commutative property or commutative law, which is what? Which exists between what? It exists what? Between what? Two what? Elements. Two elements. It exists between two elements, A, B, and element of S. It is what? Two what? Element that is involved. Where you can interchange what the element and you still get your result. The next one is distributive. If I have A operate what? Operation B operation C, and it gives you what? A operation B, then operation A operation C, like this, something like this. This is what? A is distributive over B and C. So we call this one a what? A distributive property or a distributive law. So it also exists what? Between what? It exists what? Between what? Or among three what? Elements. So in that case now, what is the difference between associative and distributive? Is that the operation most of the times are what? Different. How many operations do you have here? We have operation this and operation this. Two operations that we are having. So where this is what? Distributive over what? Distributive over what? Over this. So in that case, we call it distributive over. So in this question now, B is the answer. Let me not waste time there. Then number 4, I want to try this number 4 for me. Why I say you should try number 4 is because I want you to try number 4. Number 4 is closer to that look like number 2. It's just that they now change this place to be what? 2 and change it to be what? Okay, here to be 15. So if you do number 2 effectively by substituting for 2 for y, and you will substitute what? You equate everything to be 15. What you are going to have is that you are going to have 2 minus 2 times 2 is what? 4. When you substitute y, 4 minus 1 will now give us what? 3. That means we are going to have 3s plus 3 equal to 15. So automatically what we are going to be having is 4 if you solve it. Let me show you what I'm saying, because some of us might not get it like that. So let us look at number. We say the operation based on the set of real number is defined as what? Let me quickly do it so that let me not leave it for you so that you can see what I'm saying. So we are looking for S operation 2. If it's equal to 15, what is S? Find S. So what we're going to do now is what? S, what? 3S or plus what? No, this one now we are not going to do what? That is our Y is now 2. Our S is CS. So anywhere you see Y, put 2 there. Minus 1. Everything must be equal to what? 15. So 3S plus 4 minus 1 equal to 15. We will have 3S plus 3 equal to 15. Therefore, 3S equal to, collect like and like taking plus 3 to the other side. It becomes 15 minus 3. Therefore, 3S is equal to 12. If I go start by 3, therefore S equal to what? 4. So the answer is C. That's why I say if you do it well. Now, number 5 says what? A binary operation is defined on what? What? A operation B is equals to what? A square minus what? B square plus what? AB. That's what we are giving now. Now, they say where A and B are real number, evaluate what? Square root of 3 operation, square root of 2. Let's play with it. Now, anywhere you see A, it means that, implies that anywhere you see A, you put root 3. Anywhere you see B, you put root 2. Let's play with it. That's what it means. So you are going to have what? Root 3 all square minus root 2 all square plus what? Root 3 times root 2. Play with it. Root 3 all square means root 3 times root 3, and that will give us 3. Root 2 all square is root 2 times root 2, that is 2. So I would have 3 minus what? 2 plus root 3 times root 3. Root 3 times root 2. Root 3 times root 2 will give us what? Root 6. So this one will now give us what? 3 minus 1, minus 2 will give us 1 plus root 6. That will give us what? 1 plus what? Root 6. So our answer for that question will now be what? 1 plus what? Root 6. And that is what? Option A. So it's not none of the above, it's option A. So we'll continue with the question now. Now, we want to solve number 6 question. He said the operation defined over the real number R is what? A operation B equal to A plus B plus 1 over 2 AB. Find what? 2 operation 3 operation 4. Now, what we're going to do for an A operation B is given as what? A plus B plus 1 over 2. Quickly, what I want to do is that anywhere we see A, put 2 first. So let's deal with this one first. Then anywhere we see B, we put 3. So what I want to have now is that I want to have what? A is 2 plus what? 3 plus 1 over 2 times 2 times 3. This one will cancel this one. So what do we have now? We have 5 plus what? 3. That will give us 8. Now, that's not the final answer. So everything now, 2 operation 3, operation 4. This one has given us 8 operation 4 now. We have got it as 8 now. Reduce it to this format now. So we still go again. We have A is equal to 8 and B is equal to 4. Put it there. And 8 plus what? 4 plus 1 over 2 times. What is our A? Is 8 times what? 4. I believe you are getting it. So this one will now be what? 2 year 1, 2 year 2. 2 times 8 is 16 plus what? 4 plus 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 16 is 28. We have gotten 1. Then the other one now is what? 8 operate 4, what? Operate 7. So first of all, do with this one first. Now we'll be fast because we now understand it. Do this one first. That will give us what? 4 plus what? 7. And we are operating this one first. 4 plus 7 plus 1 over 2 times 4 times 7. This one cancel, this one cancel. We are going to have 14. 14 plus 11. This is 14 now. 11 plus 14. What you are doing? 25. So after getting 25, what do you do now? You now what? Reduce that. Now what you working with what? 8 operation what? 25. So what do you have? I would have it as what? A is now what? 8 plus 25 plus what? 1 over 2 times what? 8 times 25. So this one will give us what? 33 plus what? This one will give us what? 400. That would have 133. So the answer is what? 28 and 133. Now we go to B, number 2 now. Now we'll move to number 7. He said what? A binary operation is defined set of real number R by what? S operation Y is equal to square root of what? S plus Y minus root S minus Y. Now where S and Y are elements of real number, find the value of what? 6 operation 2. So this one, anywhere we see S, we put 2, 6 rather. Anywhere we see Y, we put 6, 2. S is 6, Y is 2. So we have 6 plus what? 2 minus what? Root what? Root 6 minus what? 2. So what I want to have now, this 8. This one will remove this one. So I want to have it as what? 6 minus 6. Now, this will just be your answer for that one. Now, let's go to number 8. Number 8 said what? A binary operation on the set of real number is defined as for 8 operation B, A operation B equal to B squared minus A squared over 2A B. So find what? We are looking for 3 operation 2. So our A is 3, our B is what? 2. So what we're going to do now is B is now the 2 squared minus what? 3 squared all over what? 2 times what? A is what? 3. A is 3, yes. Then B is 2. Play with it. So B is this one. That's why I put 2 squared. 4 minus 9 over what? 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So we're going to have minus 5 over 12. 5 over 12. That is the answer to that one. The next one is saying what? Or the next interpretation is that a binary operation defined as a set of real number A operation B equal to what? Now we have A operation B is equal to what? A over B plus B over A. Here A and B belongs to R, that element of R. Say operate what? S operation 1, operation 2 is equal to what? 3. Now what we're going to do simply, first of all, do this one first. So where A is what? This, and B is this. So when you do that, A is what? What is our A? X. B is what? What is our B? 1. Plus, then A is what? B is 1. Then A is what? X. You see, we got what? X plus 1 over S. We are done with that one. So now, this operation now that we have gotten, S plus 1 over S operate what? Operation 2. That's what we want to do now. So let's clean the board first. Now, we continue with the question here. It says what? We have looked for what? A is X, B is 1, then B is 1, A is X. So we have solved the X plus 1 over S, which is what for this first one. So we now say S plus 1 over S operation 2 should be equal to 3. That's what we want to operate now. So let me clean it. Now, if you are doing that now, what I want to do is simply what? Let us bring our A what in place of A here, which will now give us what? S plus 1 over S, or divide by what's our B now? Our B is now 2. Plus what? Our B now is 2 again, then 1 plus what? S plus 1 over S is equal to 3. Now, this has led us to something. Now, you can reduce this one to be equal to S squared plus 1 over S. By looking for the SCM, you have S squared, S divided by 1 is S times S, you got S squared plus 1. Now, why is it 1? S divided by S is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Divide by 2 plus, similarly, you are going to have what? S squared plus 1 over S. Now, can you do something for me? What we're going to do now is what? This one is simply as what? Don't forget. This one is simply as what? X squared plus 1 over S times 1 over 2. I hope you know. Then this one now is what? Plus what? This one is simply as what? 2 over 1 times what? S over X plus squared plus 1 is equal to what? 3. So what I want to do now is that this multiplied by, you have S squared plus 1 over 2X plus what? This one will give us what? 2X over X squared plus 1. Now it's equal to 3. Now what is the SCM? The SCM is what? 2X into by X squared plus 1. And this one now divided by this one, I would have this one. This times this, we have X squared plus 1 all square plus what? This divided by this, I would have this times this, I would have 4x squared. 2s times 2s will give us 4s squared is equal to what? 3. Now we'll now cross multiply. If you cross multiply, I can claim this side I will have solved because the question is a little bit wide. I claim this side we have solved. So now let's continue with our solution. Now what I want to have now, let me claim this side too, is that we are going to now cross multiply. So if we cross multiply, what do you have? We want to have what? S square plus 1 all square plus 4s square is equal to 3 into bracket what? Into times what? 2x into bracket what? S square plus 1. So what I want to do for me is that open up this bracket. I would have s raised to power what? 4 plus what? This times this times because 2s square plus 1 plus 4s square is equal to what? This one will give us what? This plus times this because what? 6x into bracket s square plus 1. Open up the bracket. I would have what? 6s cubed plus 6s is equal to what? S4 plus what? 2s square plus 1 plus 4s square. So what I want to collect like terms, I would have S4 plus what? 6x square plus what? 6s cubed plus what? 6x plus 1 equal to 7. That's what I want to have. Please take note of that. Check. We are going to have what? S4, 6s square. Okay, let me arrange it in a descending order. Better. Now, if you check this very well, if I choose what? To use what? Minus 1 as my S. Minus 1. If you put it whether it's a factor. No, let's leave it like this first. And there's something I noticed here. This one is 6s cubed. 6s multiplied by 1 is 6s. If you move it here, this is going to be minus sign, sorry. Then this one also should be minus sign. Then there is something I noticed. There is a 666. What if you divide all through by s square? S square. I'm seeing something here. S square. If you divide by s square, this one cancel this one. S. This one cancel that. So we would have s square minus what? 6x plus 6 minus 6 over x plus 1 over s square equal to 7. Now let's bring this and this together. We would have s square plus 1 over s. Let's bring together minus this one. Now let's bring this and this together. Minus 6s. If you factorize minus 6 out, we would have from this thing plus 1 over s plus 6 equal to 0. Now, let me clean this side so that you can, we have taken the question already, so that we can have more space. Don't worry, I will write this question 10 again. So now, what I want to do now is, let me clean this side too. I will solve that question 10 so that we can have enough space. Now, having gotten there, don't forget that x plus 1 over s all square minus 2 is equals to what? S square plus 1 over s square. Please take note of that. If you open up this bracket here, and expand and subtract from 2, you are going to have this one. So let's replace this one as x plus 1 over s all square minus 2 minus 6 into bracket s plus 1 over s plus 6 is equal to what? 0. Now what I want to do now is I can say let s plus 1 over s is equal to p. So if I make it p, this will be p squared minus 2 plus 6 equal 4. So minus 6p plus 4 equal to what? 0. This one now has turned to quadratic equation. If you solve the p using this, you are supposed to have what? Let's say minus b plus or minus what? B squared. You can use your calculator. 2a. So what do you have? I would have what? Minus 6 plus or minus square root of what? This one will give us 36. Minus 6 squared is 36. 36 minus 4 times 1 times 4, 16. That is square root of 20 all over what? 2 times 1 is 2. A is 2. So 2 times 1 is 2. So I would have what? 6 plus what? 2 root 5 over 2, which will give us finally, to give us what? It give us 3 plus or minus root 5. 3 plus or minus root 5. 3 plus or minus what? Root 5. That will be our P. But recall, the question we are looking for is real number. And we are looking for, don't forget, P is not the real value. The value we are looking for is actually what? X that we are looking for. But our P was borrowed to be what? 1 over, we just what? Use it to simplify the equation before. So we replace B by, we say let P equal to that. So I want to replace by as 3 plus or minus root 5. Now, this one can be broken down to s squared plus 1 over s is equal to 3 plus root 5. So let's take plus first. We have s squared plus 1 equal to, this one multiplied by 3 plus root 5 times x. Then take it here, we would have s squared minus what? 3 plus what? Root 5 times x plus 1 equal to 7. So give me calculator there. Let me do that. Give me calculator, let me confirm it. Now we have equation. Then we have number 3. Then we have what? 1 minus 1 first. Then minus, open bracket, 3 plus root 5. Then close the bracket. Then 1. So what I want to have is what? Our first answer for x will now be what? 5.037. The second answer is what? S2 is what? 0.1985. That's what I want to have now. Now, but that is not the final answer. We have only solved 3, remaining 4, because it's 4, power of 4. So remaining 2. The remaining 2 now, we have made use of plus, make use of minus. So I want to have what? X squared plus 1 over s again equal to 3 minus root 5. 3 minus root 5. So we clean this. So we make use of that. Cross multiply, I want to have x plus square plus 1 equal to what? 3 minus root 5 into bracket x. Collect like that, I would have s squared plus what? 3 minus root 5 times x plus 1 equal to 7. So we play with it again. Play with it. 1. Then what? Minus what? What? 3 minus root 5. Then we have what? 1. So what do we have? I'm going to have it as complex number, which is what? 3 minus root 5 over 2 plus what? 0.924i plus or minus. The second one will now be what? Minus. So the same thing. We say in the question that s is a what? A real what? Number. So since s is a real number, this s1 and s3 and s4 that we have gotten, because we have gotten s3. S3 is plus. S4 is what? The same thing, but minus what? 0.924i. These two are what? Complex what? Number. So since they are complex number, our answer remains these two. So these are the two answers we are going to get. Thank you. Now, I want to solve the number 10 question, which is the last one. This is number 10. Now, he said the operation is defined by the relation A, operation B equal to max A, comma B minus 1. Now, he said on the set of real number where A is not equal to B, evaluate what? 5 operation 10. Now, what I want to do now, max of what? 5. A is 5. B is what? 10. 10 minus 1 is what? 10 minus 1. What do you have? Max of what? 5 what? Comma 9. Now, what is the maximum among between 5 and 9? The max of 5 and 9 is what? 9. So this one is our answer. So we shall see again in next class. God bless you. and stay safe.